guys, it's Ingrid here, and I'm about to tell you everything that I plan to read during the Trick-Or-Treat-A-Thon. So if you don't know what the Trick-Or-Treat-A-Thon is, I'll have my announcement video in the description. Highly recommend checking that one out first. So I'll be going through the challenges and tell you which books I'm reading for each challenge, and by books I mean graphic novels. As I talked a bit about in my I'm Back video, I'll have that one linked in the description as well. My brain has a hard time focusing on things in general, and so reading has been kind of hard, and so therefore I'm gonna just do comics for all the challenges, and then I will read books kind of on the side, but then I won't feel pressured to read them all. So let's get into my actual TBR. So I'm one of the co-hosts for the Witch and Wizard team, as well as Harker. I'll have their social media linked in the description. And our trick is that we have to read a 500+ page book, and our treat is that we can transform any prompt into any book of our own choice. So I will be using both of them. And the first reading challenge is Costume Party, and that is to read the group book, which is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. So I will be reading that. I'm not sure if I'm reading the novel or the graphic novel, because the graphic novel is available from my library and the regular novel is not, but I will try and read the novel. But we'll see. But I'm definitely reading Coraline. I'm editing this right now, and my sister just told me that we have a copy of Coraline. This is the Norwegian translation, and it has illustrations by Dave McKean. So I'll be reading the translated Norwegian novel. And then challenge number 2 is Monster Mash. Read a book that has your team mascot in it. And for this I will be doing a reread, and that is of The Witch Boy by Molly Knox Ostertag. Butchering that name, huh? But this follows this boy named Aster. Pronunciations are so hard. But we follow this boy, and in his family the boys are shapeshifters and the girls are witches. So he's a boy that's supposed to be a shapeshifter, but he wants to be a witch. And it's just really cute. It's about friendship, and like he has to use his witchiness to solve a problem, and it's like frowned upon because like he shouldn't be a witch because he's a boy. And so it's a lot about like breaking traditions and about gender and about witches and friendships, and it's really cute. I really enjoyed it when I read it the first time. So I will be rereading this. It has witch in it, yeah. And then number 3 is Fall Foliage. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's read a book with fall colors on the cover, so red, orange, yellow, or brown. And for this I'm choosing one that has brown, red, and orange, maybe a little bit of yellow on it, and that is The Hidden Witch by the same author. So this is book 2. I think there's supposed to be 3 in total, not sure, but I'm reading the second one I got out from the library. Yeah, it has all of the colors on the cover, and we continue the story from the first one. And then for number 4, that is Spooky Hayride. Read a book that involves a trip or a quest. For this one, I think it involves kind of a quest because I can show you what it is first maybe. It's Blackbird. This is about a magical world hiding in Los Angeles, and someone kidnaps Nina's sister, and so she has to go on this quest to get her sister back. So I think that counts as a quest. And this just looks so pretty, and the main character has blue hair, and I'm living for it, the art style. So I first heard about this from Jessie from Books and Bowties, I believe their channel name is. I'll have it linked in the description. And I just fell in love with the art style, and it has magic in it, and so I'm excited to read it. I didn't show you what the art style looked like in The Hidden Witch, but it looks like this. And then number 5 is Corn Maze. Read a book where someone gets lost and or finds themselves. And so the one I will be reading for this is where I'll use my trick, which is to read something that's 500 pages long. So I will be hopefully reading Lighter Than My Shadow. I need to borrow it from a different library, so hopefully it's available and I can get it. If not, I will be reading another 500+ page graphic novel. But this just follows a girl, I believe it's a memoir, and her struggles with eating disorder, I'm pretty sure. Just sounds really good. It's got good ratings, so I believe like she finds herself in that journey. But for this one, I might also use my treat, which is that you can use any, like can transform any prompt into a book of our own choice. So if it doesn't involve her finding herself, I'll just use the treat. Number 6 is Black Hat, read a book with an animal on the cover. And for this one, I'm going with man-eaters. So it has 3 paws on here. And I feel like this one fits for October. I'm trying to get like witchy, magical, and also kind of gritty, gory kind of things, because I usually don't read that much. But this one basically follows a world where menstruating women turn into ferocious killer wildcats. They are easily provoked and extremely dangerous. As panic spreads and paranoia takes root, the fate of the world rides on the shoulders of one 12-year-old girl. So this just sounds hilarious. And what I also like is that in the middle of it, it has like commercials for products to help with like women. And so we have like estrogen-free water for boys. And it also has stuff like Estro Clean. It's just like really funny, I think, and I think it's just gonna be hilarious, but also kind of like when you look at the art style, it might be kind of gritty. I felt like it fit, and it has animal paws on the cover. And then moving on to challenge number 7 is Spiderwebs, read a book that gives you the heebie-jeebies. Now I had to look up what heebie-jeebies, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right, what it was, and it's basically if you get like the creeps or something makes you a bit like, oh. I'm choosing Chew because this follows this man named Tony Chew, and he's a detective. And he, what do they call it? He's a psychopathic. Probably mispronouncing that as well. But it means he gets psychic impressions from whatever he eats. And he sometimes eats corpses so that he can solve cases. So that definitely makes me a bit like, oh, like he's eating dead people. Oh. But yeah, here's the art style. And I just felt like it was perfect for this time of the year. And it's definitely gonna give me the creeps. So I'm excited to see how he eats people to help him solve cases. And then for the last challenge is number 8, Scary Movie, read a book and watch the movie/TV show adaptation. This one I struggled with quite a lot in the beginning, simply because I don't really watch a lot of movie adaptations. I usually either read the book or watch the adaptation. I don't usually do both, because if you read the book, then the movie isn't gonna be that great, and so I only do it with stuff that I'm really interested in, and I'm interested in both the movie and the book, which isn't that much to be honest, and I didn't want to read like something too big. And so I'm gonna read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief in the graphic novel form. And so I read this book, like the actual novel, maybe a year or something ago, and I read number 2 as well, and I was planning on reading them in graphic novel, like the first and the second one, so I can read the third one. And when I read this prompt, I was like, why not read it and then watch the movie? Like, I've heard that the movie gets, like, it's not that great, but I feel like that would be kind of funny. And yeah, I'm gonna read this and watch the movie. Let me know if that's a good idea or not. But yeah, this is what the art style looks like. It's not usually my type of art style, but since I'm familiar with the story and it's gonna be quick and it fit to this, so this is what I'm going for. So that was my TBR. As I said, haven't put any novels on here, even though I will probably read some novels as well, because I want to not have pressure on me to finish those. I can definitely finish these graphic novels in time, and I don't want it to be too overwhelming, but I also want to do every challenge. If you need recommendations and you don't want to read any of the ones that are on my TBR, then subscribe because I will put up, if it is not up already, a recommendations video filled with other graphic novels that you can read that will fit to the different prompts. And if you don't like those either, you can message me on Twitter or the Discord chat or something, and I will help you find whatever you need. So please join the readathon if you haven't already. Let me know your TBR if you made a video or post or anything. Link it or let me know in the comments and I will go check it out. I'm so excited for this. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.